welcome to my channel. If you're here for the first time, then please go to the lesson number 1 and see if it's something you need. Then go to the number 2. If you already know all of that, start with weight exercises, lower body A. Check that, then see you here after done with that. If you're beginner, being beginner, please go to the lesson number 1 and see you back here in a couple of weeks. For all of you who've done your homework, you watched all my videos, I'm very proud of you. I hope you are too. These are small steps. It seems almost insignificant, but it is not. We are laying very, very important base for the rest of your life. So I'm very pleased that you're here. I hope you are enjoying these lessons with me, and today we are starting with lower body B with weights. Our first exercise was, if you remember, glute bridge. So we will do a couple of these body weight just to warm up before we try with weights. So lay on your back, please, bend your knees, put your feet hip width apart, try to avoid big arch in your lower back, engage abdominal muscles to reduce that distance between lower back and the ground, and then lift your hips up and down, up, squeeze your glutes. We want full stretch in your hips. I don't want you to come only like here, really try to come all the way up. Listen, if happens that this is already hard for you, that when we put some weight for you is impossible, guess what? You keep doing just body weight until you're ready to do with weights, okay? At some point, we will progress to other workouts. If you're not there yet, if you struggle to do body weight exercises, you keep doing my lessons with adding weights or just doing the harder versions until you're ready for full workouts with weights. You go on your own tempo and you compare yourself to no one except yourself. A week ago, you know how they say, all those cheesy quotes, they're right, by the way. I told you which weights to buy. Now, for first progression, we'll put the weight on your hips. You have to hold it, otherwise these are quite stable, but you see, don't do that. Oh, I just hit my bones. All good. You go up, slowly down and up. You want always these hip bones parallel. If you notice twists on any of the sides, please correct that. And even better, if you cannot correct it while holding the weight, then what? Do it body weight. Next progression, we do both weights. It can happen that you feel very uncomfortable with holding weights on your hips. Then put some towel. I don't know what to tell you. You'll survive. You're strong. Okay, then up and down. Up, you have to hold them, remember? Okay, so it could also be that with the weights I told you to buy, this exercise is already very easy. That's normal. If you are not beginner at being beginner, then you can progress to single leg glute bridges. You have to do them on both sides, of course. If that's easy, then you take weight on one side, other up. You go down and up, down and up. Let's say that for me, optimal version is with both weights on my hips and we do it together. 10 repetitions. You choose any version you want. If you're already a bit more advanced and you need single leg, please do so. I will do this one, 10 repetitions. If you're doing single leg, do only 5-5. This is just lesson, this is not a workout. And we have more things to do after this one. Okay, let's go. Again, no arch in your lower back. Inhale, exhale, slowly down and up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And slowly put the weights away. The thing is, I cannot bend my knee more than this due to the past experience. If you feel that the glutes are not activated enough, that hamstrings are working more, it might be that your feet are too far. Okay, then bring them closer. For me, this is fine. Then slowly, elegantly, come up. Since we did all of this, we don't need extra warm-up for what's coming next. Deadlifts. If you remember, we did them with the book. First, regular Romanian deadlift. We pick the weight and we push our hips backwards, simultaneously bend our knees. When we cannot go further back with our booty, we come up. Okay, so we're not going back and forward. We don't need that. Now, as always, we have variations. You start with only one dumbbell. You can hold it like this, or you can hold it like that, whatever you prefer. Here, if you hold it, it's easier. You can move the weight in line with your heels in the center of your body, which is then easier on your lower back. If you hold it here, the weight is a bit in front of you. That's still fine. You will be fine. Okay, so again, grab the weight whichever way you prefer. Let's just practice few repetitions with one weight. I'm sure most of you can do with both because we're doing now bigger muscles where you're stronger even if you're not active. We will inhale on the way down. Remember, our back is in neutral position. Nothing is rounded and relaxed. Head is in line with your spine. You don't want to put stress where we don't need stress. We have enough stress in our lives. Why should we put extra stress where we don't need it in the workout? Let's go. 1 and up. Slowly down. You should feel full stretch in your booty here and up. Let's do only 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Last one. And up. As I said, most of you will not even feel this, so we will need both of the weights I told you to buy. Remember, whenever you're holding some weight in your arms, you don't want to let your shoulders hang. Move them away from your ears and activate the shoulder blades. Then, when doing deadlifts, you want to keep the weights on your legs, people. Believe me. Look now. Push your hips backwards. Bend your knees. Weights are on your legs. If weights are here, it's significantly a lot more stress on your spine. We are not now putting focus on our spine muscles. They're helping us, of course, but we want more activation in the glutes and hamstrings. So slowly down and up. If it feels good, keep doing with both weights. If you feel strange, take only one. Try to really dial in into this form. If you feel lower back, upper back, it's not it. You should really feel your booty and hamstrings. Let's go 10. This was 1, 2, slow and control on the way down. 3, 4, 5. You can shortly hold at the bottom. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. If it happens that during the repetitions, during the workout, you're feeling like you're losing the grip. It's okay to put the weights down for a short pause. Again, with good form, bend your knees, go lower so you can grab the weight from the ground, take it again and continue. It's not cheating, it's making it right. In case this was very easy and you have only these weights, then when we do exercises with one person on YouTube that I love the most, that I will suggest to you and explain how to most effectively for your needs and abilities to use her workouts. I need to put away my rings. If you have two weights that I told you to buy, and when you do deadlifts, after 10 repetitions, you feel nothing, you do more and more and more, still nothing, then you might need progress for deadlifts as well. In that case, you will do single leg deadlift, but you will start with supported, okay? So this is the leg that is working. If you're doing single leg without the back leg helping us, it looks like this. Oh, by the way, yeah, this is my not so stable knee. Anyhow, I will show you, I'll try. So this is single leg. You're again doing the same movement, hips back, bending your knees, coming up. But it's very unstable. So then in that case, instead of putting this foot up, just put it down so it holds you to not fall down. The rest is the same. Work is on this side, okay? Weight stays as much as possible in line with the center of your body. Everything else is the same. Push your hips backwards. I cannot go further back. The other leg is just following the rest of the movement, okay? Here is the work. Down and up. And again, what's progress? If with one weight you have doesn't feel intense enough, you will put the back foot, you will take both weights, you will go down and up. You have to feel more this side. Other side, it's just helping you, okay? See? You're pushing the weight. You need to really lean on this side and coming up. This leg, it's like some weird crutch that holds you from falling down. Nothing else. Doesn't do any other job here, okay? Let's do a few on the other side, just so, if you still can do it. If you are bored while I'm saying this because you cannot do it, feel free to practice your normal deadlifts with whichever weight you can, okay? Who is following me? We are doing, this one is actually called staggered stance, but let's call them just supported single leg deadlifts, okay? So support, everything else is the same. One, let's do only 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and then if you're so cool and your balance is amazing, not like my knee, you can do full single leg deadlift without support, or just touching lightly with your hand, down and up, down and up, down and up. You can do it with both weights as well. That's the last progress for the weights you have home. For the deadlift, it's single leg deadlift with both dumbbells in your hands. Slowly down, and up. Let me show you on the other side. I'll stay here. Down and up. So spine doesn't move, you're not having any movement in your upper body. Everything comes from your knee and hips. Okay, good. This one we will not do more now. This is just in case when we progress to workouts, you realize when doing with both weights, this one is too easy for you, then you have 2 more options to consider. No matter what the person on the video is doing, okay? Because that person has more weights that suits her needs for this version, okay? Next one, we have stiff leg deadlift. Okay, now we did Romanians, where we are engaging more of our knees to engage more of glutes. When we do stiff leg deadlift, we are engaging a lot more hamstrings. Okay, you should already in this position, when you push your hips backwards, you should feel full stretch on this side. To get there, you need to pick up your weights. Choose again, do you want to do it with 1 or 2? Now, if already with 1 was quite intense, stay with 1 here as well. If it was super light, let's take 2 and let's do 10 stiff leg deadlifts. I will show 2-3 reps, look at me, and then we start together, okay? First, deep down to pick up your weight with proper position of the spine. You don't want to round even when you're taking the weight off the ground. Everything has to be nice and with a good form. Okay, then again, engage your shoulder blades. Find your stable position of the feet, like hip width apart. Knees are only lightly bent, and then everything else comes from your hips. We are here, straight. Now I exaggerated, you know what I mean. And now we will just go back with our hips as far as you can. I cannot go further than this. If I would go lower down, my back muscles are overtaking, and here that's not our focus. So we go as low as we can, I mean as far as we can behind with our hips, and coming up. I'll show you 2 more, then we go together. Remember, we are pushing our hips backwards, knees are only slightly bent, and up. 1 more. Look, now my hips are in this line. When I do the movement, they're behind that imaginary line. Okay, bit less, knees, more stretch, and up. Okay, focus on feeling the stretch in your hamstrings, not pain in your lower back. 10, please. Inhale and exhale. Slow, controlled on the way down. Nice stretch. 2, 3, 4. Keep the weights as close as you can to your legs. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Another reminder, when we are up, we are up. We don't need this. Again, this is not upper body exercise. These muscles are there just to follow the movement, stabilize, not to perform the movement. That's what we want. Yep. Okay, after we finished glute bridges, Romanian deadlifts, and stiff leg deadlifts, we have only 1 more. Don't be sad. It's enough to target back, leg muscles, and glutes from home, okay? So if you did the glute bridges and they were very easy, when you put weight on your leg and did it single leg, it was super easy, then we can make it a bit more intense at home with putting our back on sofa, chair, bed, anything. First, we will start with both feet on the ground. For people who did glute bridges on the back and it was okay, but when you did single leg, it was very hard. You were not able to fully extend the hip, you struggled, then you will progress from there. From glute bridge on the ground with maybe 1 weight, You can try hip thrusts on your upper back with both feet down. Remember, your spine is always in neutral position, which just means normal position of the spine. If you're arching, and you can notice it if your belly here is very relaxed, it could be that you have too big curve in your lower back. So engage these muscles here to stabilize your hips. Then we want fully extend the hips, and in this case we want our shins vertical. I like to hold my head to be sure I avoid any stress in my neck. I relax my head because my head has to do zero here. My head is doing a lot of things during the day, not when I train my glutes. Just need to be focused, but no work. Full extension, and then we move our hips down, not too low where your belly does this, okay? You keep your core tight and you go as low as you can. Oh, my mat is moving. You need stable surface. You go down and up. That's hip thrust. With 2 feet should be quite easy. Then you can see where you are. You take 1 dumbbell, you put it here. Again, if it's uncomfortable, put some towel, please, or if you have some tiny cushion, I mean not tiny, small. Then you go down and up. You don't have to go super low. What's happening here on top is more important. You need to fully extend your hips. If you're here and you think that's your rep, that you're up, you're not. Here you want straight lines, and hip bones, if you can find them, they have to be parallel, okay? Then you go down and up. Try a couple of reps. If it still feels fine, take both. Same. Here you can't hold your head, so please, careful, don't put stress on your neck. You can also lay down when you're lifting hips. And when you go down, head has to follow the movement, right? Up, down, up. Okay, so that was regular hip thrust. You will see home workouts, they have different types of intensity. Sometimes you will need to pick up the most intense version you can do with all the weights you have, but sometimes will be enough to do some easier version because of the volume in the whole workout. Okay, just because you are able to do single leg glute bridge, it doesn't mean that you will have to do it during the whole workout, all repetitions that she's doing. If you feel your glutes are dying, you cannot fully extend, you cannot do the proper form, you just do easier version. Put both feet down, keep doing it, put some weights, keep doing. Reduce to the version you can do, don't compromise the form. We will get there in more detail in future. Last progress for glutes for our workout today. Not workout, sorry, this is not workout, this is just a lesson. What I already showed is single leg hip thrust. Same, shin vertical, full extension in your hip, weight on the working leg, other leg comes up. Here is what important, keep your hip bones parallel. You don't want to let the other side drop down, okay? You go slowly down and up. Slowly down and up. If you don't have mirror to see if you have 90-degree angle, if you don't feel your glutes enough, if you feel more hamstrings, again, maybe your foot is too far. If you feel too much quads, maybe your leg is too close, which I cannot show. Or maybe, yeah, you want to feel your butt here the most. It can also be that your glute muscles are so unused to any work that it will take a while until you really feel them. Maybe you will need then more activation, more warm-up before. Let's not overwhelm you now, but it's nothing wrong. Still, the most important is to find proper position. If you're not sure, find a mirror or put a camera, film yourself and see if you're doing it right. Folks, that was everything for lower body B with weights. Keep doing the schedule. I will post it as always at the end of the video. And keep progressing. Here is focus to learn the proper form and to move. Okay, we are not now hitting any PRs, personal records. We are not focusing on any, after 4 weeks, you will look like this and that. No, you will not. But after 4 weeks, you could be a person who works out regularly and just continues doing so and knows what she is doing and how to do and why to do. Workouts are not just for your muscles, and these exercises, yes, they're for you, but workout is very important for our mental health as well. I will not hide that I've been anxious brain since childhood. I didn't choose it. I grew up like that. I had experience as I was baby in a hospital that shaped me into having very sensitive brain. And I noticed that I have moments when my brain is anxious and when I'm not my strong, stable self. I'm not unstable, people. It's just I feel that my brain reacts to situations a lot more fearful, that my heart is racing. And I know that in that case, there are certain things I need to do. And one among them is movement. So whenever you're feeling your mind is restless, the best thing you can do is to move. The worst thing you can do is keep lying in your bed, even though you feel like you have no energy. In that case, I'm not inviting you to do workout. Maybe I'm inviting you to do these lessons and do these exercises, spread them throughout the day. As I said, these homeworks are not meant to be done at once. Spread them throughout the day so you don't even feel like you're doing something, but you are. Next day is a new day and it will get better. But you owe to yourself to do whatever you can to feel better. And that's why movement is very, very important. And I hope you will take me seriously on that. And next time you're feeling like there's too much going on here, go for a walk. If you cannot, put these lessons, do anything, talk to me like I'm talking to you now, talk to someone, and better days will come. Bad days will come again. Let's not lie about it. Anyway, movement is important, okay? Thank you for being here. And now the most important workout of them all is to like, share, comment, subscribe, because it's all about me and I'm important. And if I don't get all of that, then it's a big mistake. No, it is not. I'm already happy that I'm doing this. I haven't even started posting, but now when you're watching this, I posted it obviously. But I would be very grateful if you would do that for me. And for other beginners who are beginners in being beginners, and for anyone who just struggles to start moving and doing something, because these are the smallest steps you can take to start exercising and to keep doing it for the rest of your life. Happy end. Ta-da. Bye-bye. Thank you.